If you have motivation, you have ambition. It's about to rain. I better hurry up and get into this office. When motivation is strong, there's ambition. And when there is strong ambition, there's motivation. Motivation was this little 13-year-old kid wanted to start his first business with no money, but with big dreams. Now, ambition was that 17-year-old kid taking everything he had to start his first business. But what really did it was when I turned motivation and ambition into a corporation. Once I did that, I was ready to go. I started my first business and I was motivated every day. I didn't care what it took to turn that business into success. I did it. Everybody want to be a business owner, but everybody don't have the motivation or don't have the ambition that leads to the drive to get you to the place you want to be. Now listen, I figured out at the age of 13 that I could not work for nobody. Did I ever tell you guys about the story that when I first got my first job? Alright, my mom used to shop at Winn-Dixie. And her and the manager was so cool. So she used to talk to the manager about her son, and her son needs to get a job, learn responsibility, and all that. She came home one day and said, "Hey son, I can get you a job working at Winn-Dixie." Now remind you, at 13, I was already doing side jobs around the neighborhood. I was a DJ. And I used to go DJ little parties and stuff like that. So I was already doing my own thing. But mom was like, you need to get you a job so you can learn more about the workforce. So guess what? I listened to mom and I went to work at Winn-Dixie. So now this same guy she say is such a nice man and such a nice guy. He's so sweet. Yeah, he's sweet to you because you's a nice looking woman. That's why he's sweet to you. But she probably ain't get that point. But for me, he wasn't that nice. When I got the job, I was a bag boy. I was only 14. So you only can work on the weekends. So I go in on Friday after school, I go in Saturday, and I go in Sunday. So one particular day, I was bagging groceries for a customer. He was not far from me. So I'm right here, probably like a few feet away from me, talking to another woman. And I guess he wanted to be the man and shine and make himself look like I'm the boss. And he's gonna do it with the little black kid. So he said, "Hey Tim, why don't you come pick up this paper by my feet?" But he didn't say by my feet, he said come pick up this paper. But the paper was by his feet. So I went over, I picked up the paper and I threw it in the trash. And that really bothered me right there, because of why he couldn't pick the paper up. Why do he gotta call me from doing a job on what I'm paid to do to come pick up paper that he could have been his big behind down and picked up the paper? So from that day on, I went home and I was like, oh ma, no, this is what he did, and I do not like that. And she was like, well babe, it's part of working at a job. I'm like, that's the point you're not getting. I'm never going to work for nobody else. So I quit the job. And this guy by the name of Alex, he had a stereo shop inside the Oakland Park Flea Market in Fort Lauderdale. So I used to sell my tapes to him and to Cotown Stereo. So they used to play my tapes all the time. And plus I sold my tapes at school, on the streets. People used to come to my mama's house knocking on the door for my tapes. I was a popular DJ and I was only 14 at the time. I got popular when I was like between 12 and 13, but I was really popular at 14. So the guy Alex was like, hey, guess what? I can use you in the shop. You can sell all your tapes here. I give you a percentage on all the tapes you sell. Plus you can work here and help me out in the shop, and I give you some extra money for that. And then he told me how much he was gonna pay me, and I was down for that. I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty decent. Plus I get to make a percentage off all the music that we sell. Oh yeah, I'm cool with that. So I went there and worked. After I left Alex, I never worked for nobody else. I started my first business when I was at the age of 17 years old. I turned it into an incorporation by the time I turned 18 years old. So that was my first business. It was a promotional business. I started off with a talent show, my first talent show. I was 18 years old and I came home with $22,000. So I was like, yes, this is the business that I want to go into. But I never stopped. I continued opening businesses. I did the promotional company for years. I went from that into opening up clothing stores. I started my own magazine. I was just dibbing and dabbing and hustling and opening up businesses and making money. That's what I was doing. So I had the motivation and the ambition to get up and do it. And still today, that ambition is high. If I want to start something, I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to give up. The goal of having a business is not to struggle, is not to, okay, I'm just going to make a good living and that's it. No, it's to become rich or wealthy. That's why you open up a business. You don't open up a business to just be an average person. You might as well go get a job and work for somebody and don't have no stress about business taxes, filing this, filing that, employment, payroll, rent, lights, all this stuff that comes with a business. You don't have to have that headache. Just go get a job. And that's it. And make the money you want to make and be done with it. Then you don't have to worry about a business. But if you open up a business, you want to become a millionaire. That's it. Why open up a business if it's not going to make you rich one day? And then also, remember, a business can become assets. You're not in business to be average. You're in business to become a millionaire. Motivation, ambition come in play. And always remember, you cannot give up on your dreams. You cannot give up with what you're trying to build. It's always tools out here to get money. Now, before I go, I'm finna give you one simple tool. You already have a business. You have decent credit, or your credit is good. Start building your business credit. You want to build your business credit because guess what? Your business credit is going to help you get a lot of things. You can buy houses in your business name. You can buy real estate. You can buy commercial buildings. You can buy cars. You can buy everything in your business name. So your business can have great credit if you build it, and it can help you open up another business. You don't have to use your capital. You can use your business credit. You can get the loan. I don't care if it's $150,000 to $300,000 to start that business. You can get a business loan on your business, and you can go open up another business, and you didn't come out of your pocket with one dime. These are things you gotta learn being a business owner. Why you think the rich keep getting richer? Because they're smart, they're learning, and they're learning. And one thing I gotta tell you guys, you must keep learning. Always learn. If you hear somebody talking about something, listen to it, because you may get some out of it, and you may learn something, and it may elevate you to the next level you need to be at. So motivation and ambition will get you where you need to be at in life. Now, if this is your first time tuning into the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all the vlogs that I post. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.